Anna had stopped counting the nights she went to bed alone. The glow of the study light under the door had become more familiar than her husband's presence beside her. Every evening ended the same way. Liam kissed her forehead, disappeared into his study, and stayed there until past midnight. At first, she told herself it was just work. But as weeks turned into months, doubt began to creep in. He avoided her eyes, shut his laptop whenever she walked in, and carried a weight in his face she couldn't read. The silence between them grew heavier, and Anna's heart filled with one question she was too afraid to ask: what was Liam hiding from her? Hello my sweet viewers, welcome back to my channel. Today I got an amazing story and some daily use phrases for you to learn. So let's get started. The soft light under the study door had become a familiar sight in their quiet home. Anna turned onto her side, facing the empty space where Liam should have been. The clock showed 1:17 a.m. Another night, another hour without him. For weeks, then months, she had been going to bed alone. Their evenings together had slowly disappeared, leaving her with the heavy feeling that something between them was slipping away. Liam, her husband of 10 years, was known for being kind and dependable. But lately, he felt like a ghost in the house after 9 p.m. He would tuck the kids into bed, kiss Anna quickly on the forehead, and vanish into his study. For hours, the only sound she heard was the low hum of his laptop. Around 2 a.m., he would finally crawl into bed and fall asleep instantly. Anna stayed awake, staring at the ceiling, her chest tight with worry. At first, she tried to be supportive. One evening, she carried a mug of tea to his study. "Work, honey?" she asked softly. Liam jumped, quickly shutting his laptop. "Just finishing a big project," he replied, his voice tired and his eyes avoiding hers. Anna forced a smile. She knew his job as a software architect demanded long hours, but the way he hid his screen and avoided eye contact unsettled her. Feelings of suspicion grew inside her. Was there another woman? The thought hurt, but it wouldn't leave her mind. Liam was distracted, irritable, and distant. Their conversations were short, and intimacy between them had almost vanished. He looked thinner too, like stress or worry was eating away at him. Maybe it wasn't another woman. Maybe it was gambling, or money problems. She checked their bank accounts often, but everything seemed normal. Still, the fear inside her kept growing. One Tuesday night, the kids stayed at Liam's parents' house. Anna prepared his favorite meal, lit candles, and played soft music. But Liam barely touched the food, his eyes drifting again and again toward the study door. "Liam," Anna said, her voice shaking, "can we talk? Really talk?" He looked startled but tried to sound casual. "Of course, Anna. What's wrong?" His stiff shoulders gave away his tension. "This," she said, motioning around the room and then at him. "You. Us. What's happening? You're never here. You stay up all night. I feel like I'm living with a stranger. It's been months, Liam. I'm scared." He sighed, setting his fork down. "Anna, I know. I'm sorry. Work has been crazy." "Work," she snapped, her frustration breaking through. "Is that why you run to your study every night? Is that why you hide your screen? Is that why you haven't touched me in weeks? Don't lie, Liam. Tell me the truth. Is there someone else?" Her words filled the room like a weight. Liam froze, his face pale, then flushed. He pushed back his chair sharply. "Someone else? Anna, how could you even think that?" "Then what is it?" she cried, tears spilling down her cheeks. "What is so important that you've pushed me away for months? What secret are you hiding?" Liam's fists clenched, his expression showing more pain than anger. At last, he whispered, "Come." He led her into the study. Anna's heart pounded as she followed. Inside, the soft glow of the monitor lit the room. Instead of sitting at his desk, Liam stood beside a small table covered with wires, circuit boards, and a soldering iron. He pointed to his laptop. "Look." Anna stepped closer. On the screen was a complex diagram she hadn't seen in years. She froze, it was her old college project design. Her breath caught. The table was filled with small electronic parts, open manuals, and in the center lay a silver locket wrapped in tissue. Her locket. The one her grandmother had given her, with a faint scratch only she recognized. "I don't understand," she whispered. Liam looked into her eyes, his voice low and weary. "Do you remember, Viridian? Your final project in college, the system that could track unique marks on objects to prove they were real? You had patents lined up, investors interested, you were so passionate." His voice faded for a moment. Anna remembered it all. It had been her dream, her invention. But then her parents had fallen ill, and she had chosen family over ambition. That dream had been buried long ago. "But, why this?" she asked, glancing at the wires and parts. "All right, let's take a short break and practice some English grammar." 1. In the sentence, Anna had stopped counting the nights she went to bed alone. What tense is had stopped? A. Present simple. B. Past simple. C. Past perfect. 2. In the sentence, don't lie, Liam. Tell me the truth. What is the subject of the imperative sentence tell me the truth? A. Liam. B. You. C. Truth. 3. In the sentence, sometimes silence says more than words. Which word is the verb? A. Silence. B. Sometimes. C. Says. Now let's look at the answers and reasons for better understanding. 1. Anna had stopped counting the nights she went to bed alone. Correct answer, C. Past perfect. Reason. The verb is had stopped. We use past perfect to show something that happened before another action in the past. Here, Anna had stopped counting, first action, before she went to bed alone, later action in the past. 2. Tell me the truth. Correct answer, B. You. Reason. In English, imperatives don't usually write the subject, but the subject is always you. So tell me the truth means, you, tell me the truth. The subject is you, not Liam, not truth. 3. Sometimes silence says more than words. Correct answer, C. Says. Reason. Silence is not doing something physical, but the sentence says silence says. That means silence is the subject, noun, and the action word, verb, is says. Well done. Now, let's continue the story. Liam lifted her locket. "This scratch," he said softly. "You once showed me, and it hit me, your idea wasn't just for museums. It could help ordinary people protect things they value, heirlooms, jewelry, anything important. I thought, what if I could bring it back for you? What if I could make it real?" He pointed to the computer and the scattered parts. "I've been teaching myself electronics and coding every night. I wanted to build a working prototype. I wanted to surprise you. I wanted to give you your dream back." His hands trembled slightly. "I know I've hurt you by keeping it secret. But I didn't want to tell you until I knew it could work. I wanted to see that light in your eyes again." Tears blurred Anna's vision. All her doubts, all her painful suspicions, dissolved. He hadn't been drifting away, he had been fighting for her dream, in silence, out of love. She knelt beside him, wrapped her arms around him, and whispered, "I'm sorry, Liam. I thought the worst. I didn't see what you were really doing." He held her tightly, his voice thick with emotion. "I just wanted it to be perfect." From that night on, everything changed. Anna joined him in the study. She pulled out her old notes and shared her ideas, while Liam focused on the technical side. The study, once a room of secrets, became their shared place of energy and joy. Months later, they launched their company, Viridian Security Solutions. It wasn't just an old dream anymore. It was alive, and it was theirs. Anna, confident and full of purpose, managed the business side, while Liam kept building the technology. Sometimes he still worked late, but no longer in secret. When Anna woke at night, she smiled, knowing he was building their future. Often, she joined him, and together they worked under the soft glow of the monitor, not as distant partners, but as a true team. The silence between them was no longer painful. It had become a promise, filled with hope for everything they would create next. Here are 10 phrases to use in daily life. Can we talk? Really talk? Meaning, asking someone for an honest, serious conversation. I feel like I'm living with a stranger. Meaning, you feel distant from someone you used to be close with. What secret are you hiding? Meaning, used when you think someone is not telling the truth. I thought the worst. Meaning, you assumed something bad when you didn't know the facts. I just wanted it to be perfect. Meaning, explaining that you kept working hard because you wanted the best result. I'm sorry, I didn't see what you were really doing. Meaning, realizing you misunderstood someone's actions. Sometimes silence says more than words. Meaning, quiet moments can carry deep meaning without talking. Don't lie, tell me the truth. Meaning, asking for honesty directly. I wanted to give you your dream back. Meaning, doing something to help another person achieve their dream. The silence between us was no longer painful. Meaning, once hurtful distance is now peaceful or comforting. I hoped you liked the story. Which phrase or word meaning did you learn today? Drop in the comments and please, do like, share and subscribe to my channel. See you in the next video.